This is...
Okay, thank you, Johnny. Good to have you on board. Limahl, welcome to the show, welcome to Countdown, and welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
So listen, it's been a sort of pretty heady trip since you've been here.
Very heady. Heady.
Now, Rock Awards last week. Now, before that, you're in Japan.
That's right. 2 weeks in Tokyo.
Right, and you've been tripping backwards and forwards.
Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Sydney, to Adelaide, to Melbourne.
You can almost have jet lag before you even sort of got out of the country, just going from city to city. Listen, we'll catch up with you in the next break and talk about KajaGooGoo and your solo career.
Okay.
But meanwhile, I think these are friends of yours, certainly friends of mine. I'm not sure whether anyone can really cop this. You've seen Boy George and you've seen Marilyn, but I don't think you've seen Freddie Mercury looking exactly quite like this. Here's Queen with...
I want to break free.
Oh, I think he's come out of the closet. Well, there you go. That was the rockin' good way. I tell you what, Bonnie looks good, doesn't she?
Fabulous.
And Shakin' Stevens and I have had a few differences, but I tend to agree with one. He called someone a bread roll, and I tend to agree with him. So there you go. Listen, how did you first sort of start off with KajaGooGoo? Was it an ad in the papers we all read, or...?
Yeah, no, I put the ad in.
Yeah?
They saw it. They'd been together for 3 years anyway.
Right.
And they hadn't really taken off. They were a four-piece.
And you were saying you worked with Mike from Bucks Fizz in a group?
And we were managed by...
Shakin's manager.
Shakin's manager. Fred. Big lady.
Right, so then they answered the ad and you got together.
18 months later, Too Shy was released.
Right, now Too Shy was sort of very unusual at the time. I remember, in fact, John... Is this right, John?
Yeah, very unusual.
No. Remember you came back from England with that particular 12-inch?
Yes, and it didn't have a lot of the vocals on it. I was very confused, the Midnight Mix.
That's right. And anyhow, it turned out to be a big hit, and it put a lot of pressure on you guys, I reckon.
4 million sales worldwide.
Yeah. So how much pressure did put it on?
Well, when you're thrown in the deep end like that, first single, #1 in 9 countries, top 5 in America, top 5 here, it's bound to put pressure on you.
Right. And especially the way the English press carried on, the music press, I mean, the big sort of name, etc., etc.
Right.
Then you had to come up with the follow-up, which was, in fact, Who to Be Are. It's a great film clip, this.
Yes, I'm much happier with this one than I was with the Too Shy one. Right. But the Too Shy video clip was done before it was even released, like 3 months before, and nobody knew, obviously, how big it was going to be. In fact, the record company weren't that keen on it.
What, with Too Shy?
They thought it was too soft.
Right.
They weren't sure whether they should release it.
Right. Now, what then caused the breakup between you and the rest of the members?
Well, as I said, just, being thrown in the deep... No, just thrown in the deep end, a lot of pressure. I didn't get on with the manager. Big personality clash with him.
And so you decided to go out solo?
So I feel the same about him like you do about Shaky.
Oh, no, I quite like Shaky. No, I'm agreeing with him these days. He called someone a bread roll, and I tend to agree.
Right.
When it came to sort of going solo, I mean, that must have been a big move for you.
Yeah, it's pretty scary because I was always in groups. Right. Like 3 or 4 groups.
And also the criticism that, they said, oh, you're fighting with KajaGooGoo and all of that. And where did you go from there? You picked the single?
Well, the song was already written. I knew that all I had to do was just get in the studio with 2 producers and do the record. So we did.
And here we've got it here today.
Right.
And here is Limahl.
Only for love.
Only for love. Bread roll.
If that's your problem, don't let it show. You will find yourself deceiving. Love can be unsure. Keep a level head, maintain your pride. Then you can face the situation straight in the eye. And it's the surely as she comes on so wrong, and she smells that smell that leads you on. Try to see it through, playing out your part, making certain when you give your heart. It's only for love. Only for love. Love was never planned ever before. Some have spent their whole life searching, old and insecure. love will arrive, and you recognize the feeling. You're on fire. And this is Charlie as she moves in close. When she moves that move, there's no suppose. You find your heart when you're apart. But when you give your heart, it's only for love. Only for love. When you give your heart, it should be only for love. Give your heart only for love. Only for love. Give your heart only for love. Only for love.
Limahl will be back soon, plus new Cyndi Lauper and Lionel Richie.
Great video. An all-American sound from an all-American band, The Cars, with a song called You Might Think, which is from their new album, Heartbeat City, the 5th album from them. Coming up next is the cute, cuddly, courageous, caressable Cyndi Lauper video clip for a new song, Time After Time, which features her mother and her manager. See if you can spot them.
I came to say goodbye.
But why, Boris? Why?
That was John Paul Young. What will he do when he's 60? We'll wait and see. Recently in England we had the equivalent of the Countdown Awards, which is the British Rock and Pop Awards, and one of the nomination readers was a guy called Nick Kershaw. When asked what he thought of his top 5 hit being in the top 5, he simply replied, "Good, innit?" So here, all the way from the East End of London, is Nick Kershaw with a video clip for his song, fab song, Wouldn't It Be Good?
This is John Peters with the Countdown National Chart. Now back to Limahl and Molly.
Well, thanks very much, John. Well, from the lad that was expelled at 16, you're not doing so bad, no?
How did you know that?
Never mind. You couldn't have been that bad at school, sure.
I was a terror.
Yeah. So, back to London, and you're finally doing this film clip, which was supposed to be done in Tokyo, now then in Sydney.
I'm going to Los Angeles first.
Right.
And I'm going to record a song with the guy who produced Madonna.
Really?
A guy called Jelly Bean.
Right.
And then I'm going to London to work with Russell.
Russell Mulcahy. Well, there you go. Well, listen, have a safe trip. Thanks for coming down. And we're going out with the #1 song. And incidentally, next week on the show, we've got 2 compares. We've got the More Rebel Yell. Is that a clue? Does that give you a clue who it might be?
Let's think. Who could it be?
He had a bit of trouble trying to work it out.
What's his name? William? Billy?
Billy.
Oh, that's it.
Billy Idol.
Billy Smith.
And if I told you this one, like the Bop Girl dancer, you know, Strong Love, Pat Wills.
Don't know. Oh, the girl who was on the awards.
Right.
Fab.
So Pat and Billy together are doing the show.
Should be
Well, not
great.
quite together, but it'll be an interesting show next week. It's good night.
Good night.
Good night, Australia.
Shook
and
hands once, you know.
Well, we have. Hey?
All right.
Right.
Good night.
It's Good Night, Australia. Here is the #1 record, and it is
99 red balloons, blue balloons, pink balloons.
Nina.
Flyga, stoppa